Hello and welcome back to Catchups and Chaos. This is
Oh,
a very chaotic episode.
oh my God, we're one day post Ironman, and we thought we'll just give you a bit of a live debrief. I don't think I've processed everything myself, but whoa, whoa.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. So today's episode is going to be all things Iron Man. When it comes out, we literally would have recorded yesterday.
Yeah,
So this comes out tomorrow and it's very, very live. Jazzy's fresh off the Iron Man course in Kona. She's
yeah.
still in Kona, obviously, and this is the first update I'm getting. So I'm like very excited, just as excited as you guys are. So wild times. Like, what the hell happened?
Oh, do I just go straight into it?
Yeah, I reckon. I reckon.
Okay. I don't know where to start. So, okay, so got up at like 4 a.m. I had a 7:30 start, which is quite late because I'm age category 18 to 24. We were like one of the last age categories to go, so 7:30 is a late start, which isn't ideal, but like whatever. So I had to be at transition though before 6:15 because it shut at 6:15. I had to put my nutrition on my bike and all the things. So I had to get up like super early anyway. So I got up at 4 and I just felt like the exact same feelings as before Busso, but like tenfold. Like I was like whoa, I'm nervous. Like, it's really nervous, but like very excited. I had a really good sleep. I did take some Panadol because this is another thing. The whole week I have not been sleeping here. I don't know if it's because like there's been a lot on my mind, especially about my back, which we'll get into. But mum and dad was like, just take a Panadol and just go to sleep. And I was like, okay, slay. So I took a Panadol. I had a really good sleep. Alarm went off and I was like, okay. Looked at myself in the mirror. I was like, here we go. We're about to do a big day here.
It's go time.
It's go time. So I had brekkie, which I had my rice, my eggs, went to the toilet, did all my morning things. I was feeling good. I was feeling like, yep, good. All my morning things are done. And then we were off to the start, which was pretty hectic to try and like drop off and stuff because me, mum, and dad were in the car. It was like 5:20 by this point, and because we're like on the course, so which is amazing location wise. We're only a couple of Ks from the start, but obviously there's like people everywhere. It was like dark still. It was just like a lot going on. And then dad had to drop us, people everywhere, and he had to try and go get a park. So he dropped us, and I had like all my bags, like my nutrition for my bike and my bag that I'd leave with the Ironman crew when I start the Ironman and stuff like that. And when I was going in, like they were checking numbers and stuff, and I was like, "Am I able to come back out?" Like, because I thought in my mind I would see mum and dad, and she was like, "No, once you're in, like in a whole different area." And I was like, "Oh," so I didn't even say bye to dad. I was like, "Oh shit!" So I was like, "See you, mum." Like, see you on the flip side.
Oh my God.
And she was like getting emotional. It was like dark, people everywhere. I was like, "Okay, this is." I like, see you later. See you in a good few hours.
Wow.
Yeah, so I just walk on in, like say bye to mum, walk on in, go to my bike, pump my tires up, put all my nutrition on my bike, got my little Garmin computer ready to like go when I would press start on my ride, like got all that done. And then it started to get light by this point, and it was like yeah, like 6:15 they were shutting transition. I was like right on the cracker of 6:15 by the time I got in there. And then this is where it really all like set in. The pros were so it was in the swim start, you had to swim out like 100 meters and it was a deep water start. So you had to like float for a bit and then the gun was off and you would go. So yeah, it was wild. So the pros were like swimming out to the start. There was like drums, intense music, like
For your
no,
like
but
age
for the
group.
pros, for the pros,
Oh,
because
oh,
they're
oh, oh.
like the world champs and they're about to do their like
And they go
Ironman.
first.
They go first, yeah. So it was like 6:15. They were like getting ready. I then like I'm humming because I'm like I want to see this. This is insane. So I'm humming to like try and get a bit of a spot where like in where all the athletes are. And I get my phone out because I still have my phone by this point. And I start to film, and it's just like I look back at the video last night or early this morning, and it's just wild, like the massive drums. And I could just like, I'm like, dude, I'm feeling some type of way. Like, imagine them, like they're about to do the biggest race of the year or like their career for some of them. It was just, I was like, okay, this is so
Oh
intense.
my
Like, this is
God.
Kona. It was so crazy. And then the whole hoodoo went off for them, and they were on. And then it was just like a rolling, like it was go from there. Like the age categories would go down. And again, like I was last. So I was 7:30. So I had a bit of waiting around, which I was just like standing by myself, like, cool, like this is intense.
Were you with like your age group? So did you mingle with any of the girls that you were racing against?
This is another thing. So I had a grey bag, which I had all my shit in there that I didn't like my t-shirt, like stuff and my phone that I'd put in there and give to the people that I'd pick up after the Ironman because I had everything but nowhere to put it. So as I was doing all that and like I was putting all my like gooch goo on, like my chafing cream, got my swim skin on, had my bit of a snack, had my water. Then I was texting mum and dad, and I was like, okay, I'm about to put my phone away. Like, see you later, basically. And because Liz, God bless Liz, my coach, she was there. She was like, where are you, Jazz? But my phone wasn't working. So I was like trying to send my location because she could get behind where all the athletes were. She had like VIP.
Oh,
And I couldn't like it was just all happening and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna put my phone away and just like give my bag to these people because I'm gonna start walking to where I start. And then when I walked there, I went to the toilet quickly, walked to like the bit of the swim start where, yeah, your age categories are all lining up. I still had like 20 minutes to get called. And then there was a few girls, which you could tell because of the colored caps. And obviously,
oh,
look, they look young. And I was like mingling with a couple. And dude, there was like multiple chicks like, Jazz, I followed you on Instagram. I watch your videos. Like, you made it. Like, you've made it. Like, they were so nice because, like,
oh
obviously,
my
it's been a
God.
hectic 10 months. I was like, oh my God, you were a gem. Like the and in my age category,
Stop.
like just such little gems. I was like,
Oh my God.
yeah. And I was like, are you nervous? And they're like, yeah. And you know, when like you're all nervous, so it just like makes you feel better. It was
Oh my
so cute.
God.
I was like, oh, that is wild. And like some from like, yeah, just like overseas, like I didn't even know what the accent was, but I was like, whoa, that's crazy to me. Like, yeah,
Holy
so
shit.
cool. So anyway, I start to our age categories, like where the big banner's getting called, and I'm like, okay, we're on we went with 25 to 29 as well. So our swim start was two age categories, which was is literally chaos. But anyway, so 18 and 29 was getting called. And then I start walking in and then I see mum and dad like on the barricade where they could stand. So I stood with them for a bit, like had my gel. And then Liz came like running because Liz was in comms with mum and dad. And I saw her and I was like, okay, I've seen everyone, like gave everyone a final hug. And
Oh
then I
my
went
God.
off, and then like you kind of go down this barricade and then into the water, then you swim out to the start.
I've got
So,
goosebumps everywhere.
oh, I
Okay.
can't even explain. And they had like the most feminine songs on because it's all female Ironman. So it was like, oh, what's that song? um it'll come to me, but it was like a really empowering like female song,
Female.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa, like it was just so intense. And anyway, I was getting like mentally prepped. I was just like in the zone then. I was like, okay, just stay calm. Like it was so, I have to admit it was a very different experience to Busso because like in Busso I was like so like la-di-da, like oblivious as to what was going on, whereas this one I had like I obviously know what I'm getting myself into, and I had a goal. Like I wanted to do like as well as I could. So I was like trying to get in the zone after
What
like
was you didn't tell anyone your goal, right?
no.
You didn't tell me your goal. What was
No,
your goal?
to be honest, I didn't really have a goal, but I wanted to like leave it all out there. Like I wanted to cross the line knowing
Yes.
I gave it my all. Like that was my main goal. Whereas in
Yeah.
Busso, like I had no pacing, like I just went out to do it.
Yeah.
Whereas this one I was like, I want to really make sure I'm like going hard here.
Yeah.
So I was like trying to get in the zone, walking to the swimmer start. And there was like I was looking around and there was that many purple caps like in my age category. And I was like, this is like this is wild. Like I didn't realize how many people in the younger age category would actually be here. And in that moment, I was like, I didn't really like I actually get into this later, but I was in that moment walking to the swim start, I was like, whatever place I get, like you're at Kona Jazz, like soak it up. You're with all these chicks in the exact same boat. But just like I was really just honing in on my own race. So I was like, just stay present with yourself. Because I was also with the 25 to 29s as well. So there was just like a lot of people in, it seemed like a lot of girls in our swim start. So anyway,
Yeah.
I was at the back of the line. So we walk in, everyone's swimming
Is that
out. No,
is
it
that not
wasn't
good?
really ideal. No. So we swim out, which obviously you're taking it easy because it's just like 100 meters, and then you float for a couple of minutes. So I swim out, I'm cruising in, make sure my goggles are all good. Then I wean my little ass to the front.
Yes.
I just,
So so is it like best first in best dress?
yeah, yeah.
That's crazy.
So I just say, see you later, everyone. I don't know what they were all doing in the back there, but I was like, I'm absolutely gunning for the front here because
Yeah.
like imagine it you have to this is another thing because we're kind of last you have to be prepared to overtake people like the older people who were just like kind of like cruising the whole course. So it was just a bit of I knew was going to be a bit of mayhem. So I got to the front like I was kind of winning my way in and I was like looking to where we had to swim to like 1.9K ahead. And I actually didn't really know, but it was very simple. It was just like a rectangle course. So I was like, okay, just follow the orange buoys. And also like my plan. So Liz sat down with me a couple of days ago and just went through a race plan and like what paces to hit, what power to hit on the bike so I could actually get through because obviously Kona is just a different ball game with like heat and all the things that come into it. So you have to be very smart. So I had my plan of my swim, which was not to gas myself. Like she said, don't go out too hard because it's hot for one, like it's hot water and you've got a massive day ahead and you can really cook yourself if your heart rate gets too high.
Mm.
I did go out a little bit hard. Like it's pretty hard not to. Like let's be real. Like there's people everywhere and I just wanted to get away from people. So
Mm.
I went out like the first 500 meters. I always feel quite shit because I always feel better when I'm like a K in. So I was just like trying to
Mm.
hang tight and like kept my breathing strong. And keep in mind, because I've had this rib and intercostal issue for like a good few months, this suddenly had just completely healed like a week ago. So I was stoked because I could breathe on my normal side and spot on my normal side. Whereas I thought I'd have to do the opposite, which I have been doing in the pool, but it's different in open water. Anyway, so I
Yeah.
was really confident that I could swim my normal side and like spot and not wig out. So that was good for my confidence to like just get in a flow of like my eyesight. Um, Not that I had to spot often at all though, because obviously I'm following all the chaos in the water in front of me, and there was a good few chicks who absolutely gunned it from the start, and I was trying to hang on their feet for a bit, and then they had a gap, and then it was the second pack, which I was in the second pack with the chicks beside me, and I was just trying to get away from people because there was just people everywhere, so I was just like swimming like as like smooth as I could the first bit of the swim. And then I had a gap and it was just like me and a couple of other chicks, which is good. But then the bloody blue caps, like bless them, but there was blue caps everywhere. So we had to like dodge blue caps. I don't know who they were, what age category they were, but that was a bit of mayhem because like you're trying to dodge people. I'm trying to keep up with I was trying to keep on a chick's feet in front of me because she was a bit quicker. And Liz was like, if you can get on someone's feet, obviously do it. It's like a bit easier for you, but also just easier for my eyesight, like because I could just swim and not have to spot. So I had this one chick who I was on her feet majority of the swim, or she was just ahead, but I could still see her. And I was just like making that my mission to not lose her. Anyway, we get into the swim, get to the boat, we turn around this massive boat halfway, and then on the way back, I start to feel really good. I'm in a really good flow. And it was like not the flattest day, but obviously it was a lot more flat than Busso. But because you're not wearing a wetsuit, it's not as quick as it would be if you're wearing a wetsuit, because wetsuits are a lot of buoyancy. So when I finished the swim and I saw my time, I was pretty stoked. I was like considering the circumstance, like that's good. So I was like happy with that. Okay, then we get to T1. So I run through the tent, grab my bag to like put my shoes on for the bike. And I had my stuff in my bag there. And bless the volunteers, like it was so different to Bustle again. Like they saw my number, got my bag. Like they were really helpful. Like they were doing that for everyone, which was so good. So you
Wow.
don't have to get lost. And
Yeah.
then they chuck my bag. I'm quickly putting my socks and shoes on. I pop a Panadol because I'm like, I'm gonna need that, sis. So I quickly pop a Panadol and then I'm on my trot to my bike because I was like, my number's 1492, so I was at the back of the bike, so I had to run quite a bit with my bike. Transition was actually massive. Like it was quite a while in that transition to get out on the bike. So I'm running through, I get on the bike and then we start the ride. Um and it all went great. Like I had a gel in T1 as well, and then had a heap of water because it was the water was so salty. Like I felt so parched. And then thank you. And then I yeah, went out on the bike and you had to do 10K like around town. So this is where I could see like mum and dad twice and Liz. And that's the only time I saw them on the whole ride because then you're out on the Queen K, the highway, and then you're just gone like out and you don't see them until you come back. So I was on the ride, did the little loop in town, and I was feeling like obviously really good, but making sure is this the first 5 minutes, like just chill jazz. And then I saw mum and dad, which was good. There's a hill you have to like climb up to then get to the Queen K, and Liz was halfway on that hill. And she was like, because she was like to me before, do you want me to call out what you're coming in your age group? Like, do you want me to give you that update? And I was like, yes, only if it's like not shit. If I'm way back, like don't tell me, just like, it's thumbs up vibes. And then
But then you also kind of know.
yeah, exactly. So I was like, if she doesn't say anything, it means I've absolutely bonked this swim and didn't do as well as I thought.
Wait, so you have absolutely no idea, like, in what you're coming, who's who, where you got, like,
Nah, nah, because I knew I was swimming with Gold Caps, which is the 25 to 29, but I also knew there was a front pack of swimmers. So I knew there was a couple of chicks my age category in that swim. Like I knew that for a fact. And when I got my bike, there was still heaps of bikes there, which was my age category. So I was thinking, okay, I haven't like I'm all good here. Like I'm going good. For me anyway. And then I saw Liz up a hill and she was like, oh, like you're going good. And I'm like, yeah, yep. And I was like smiling. I was out of TT because I'm climbing up this little bit of a hill, trying to take it chill as well, because like you can kind of gun it, but I was not necessary. And then she was like, you're coming seventh. And I was like, okay, sweet, like all good. And she's like, lead is in like 5 minutes ahead. I was like, yep, cool, thanks. And then I saw James, the absolute legend. He's from Gold Coast. He's here filming a couple of chicks and he filmed me on the day as well. Like when he saw me, he was humming up this hill with his camera. And he's like, how you going? I'm like, yeah, good. I'm like, how good's this? Like, I was just like frothing. Were you gonna ask something?
oh no, oh, before I was just gonna say, so once you don't they don't have the caps on, you have no idea who's who.
No, no idea.
Yeah.
But this was so we got out on the Queen K on the highway, and this is where you're there for majority, like 170K of the ride. Like you're there for the majority of the ride. And this is the undulating hot lava fields next to you. It's just like the main part of Kona, I would say. Um, and I was feeling really good, like holding my power of what Liz said, like not overdoing it. And it was hard not to overdo it because I did want to kind of gun the bike because I've been biking so much, but Liz was like nailing into me that it's just you're going to set yourself up for failure in the marathon. Like she's just seen it time after time again at Kona. So she was like, just my two words she gave me was patience and conserve, like conserve your energy. So I was like really nailing that into the first hour because I was like kind of wanting to just go.
Yeah.
Um, but I was like still, I was overtaking a lot of people on the bike because obviously the older age categories go first. So there was like overtaking a lot of people, which was like a bit of a boost as well. And I had this mind game of like, I would see a pack, I would say like 4K up the road, like in the very distance, like I could hardly see them. And I was like, okay, catch them. And I would just like do a game with myself the whole ride. I was like, okay, cool, got that one, next one.
Oh
Um,
my God.
but every time I would overtake someone who was half young, I would look at their number on their bike thinking, okay, if you're in like the 1400s, surely you're in my age category. Because I was then trying to figure out, like, I think that's how it worked, but I didn't know. So I was like, kind of just like, I'm not sure if I'm overtaking anyone in my age category here. Like, I'm not sure if I'm still seventh or what, but I just know I'm going to focus on me because it was just so hard to tell. Like, and age is so deceiving. So I really didn't know. So I was just focusing on me, hydration, on point, fueling, and just like
Wow.
staying in my bars as much as I could. And I felt really good on the ride. Like it flew by, nailed my nutrition, all went seamlessly.
Oh my
Every aid
God.
station, I got water, did the game plan, like poured all over me, then put a bottle there. Like I drank heaps. Um, and it was
What
so
do you
funny.
do? What do you wee?
Yeah, weed on the bike.
You just wee yourself?
Just wear yourself, dude.
That's
You
gnarly.
feel so gross. It's icky. It's seriously icky. But you got to do it.
Holy shit.
I only weighed 3 times though, which is wild because I was consuming that much liquid.
Yeah,
But
but you're probably just
I was
sweating.
just sweating, yeah. And I felt my face at one point and I was just like felt salt. And I was like, oh no. So I was like just keeping on top of things because I could
What
just
is that not good?
well, I just felt like I was getting a bit dehydrated. And this is another thing, like at the turnaround point at Harvey. So there's a climb to Harvey. It's like 45 minutes, and that's the last bit until you turn around. But obviously, on the way back, you get a bit of a descent, so it's fast on the way back, but out, it's like a bit slow. Headwind was through the roof at Harvey. Like it was just like head down, just keep pedaling. And then got to the turnaround point to go to come back home. Like you're kind of halfway, or you're a bit over halfway, and then you get a bit of a descent. So it's really good. But what I was gonna say is there was a at like halfway to Harvey, so halfway through that ride, there was an aid station. And I think I went too quick through the aid station. Like I won't lie. I didn't really want to stop, but I just had Liz in my head being like, stop not stop, but like you slow down, grab a bottle, and then you can put it in your bottle cage or you throw it over yourself. She's like, wet yourself every single time you go past an aid station. So I had that in my mind. I was like, okay, just grab a bottle and then keep going. And I went too quick and I'm like, yeah, yeah, bottle. I'm holding my hand out. I'm humming through the aid station, dude, because no one was in front of me. I overtook someone behind me to get into a good position. She like half chucks it at me. I catch it, but I like hurt my hand. I was going that hard. I was like, holy far out. Put it in my bottle cage. Hand out another one to pour over me. Same thing happened because it was my fault. Like I was going too quick. And then a chick comes up behind me. She's like from America. She's like 14.92 unreal catch. I look at her.
Wait, was she on the bike?
She was like 30, I'd say. And I was like, fuck, I thought I was just gonna cark it then. Like that's what I said. And she was just thinking this Aussie. And she's like, unreal catch. I saw it. No one else did though. I was like, thanks.
They're so funny, aren't they? Oh my
Oh,
God.
funny. But yeah, so every aid station I was like wetting myself, water. I did get delirious. I got delirious.
Did
So
you?
yeah, it was
What happened?
so I was descending Harvey and that was positive, like flying. And then you come out of Harvey, there's a bit of a climb. And I was like, it was that was the hottest thing I've ever experienced because there was just no wind and you're climbing and it was just like, oh, there was a bit of headwind. And I was like, fuck, I'm going like I've got a thumping headache for one. And for two, like I'm looking around thinking, is my vision going blurry?
No.
Yeah, so
Was
I was
it?
wigging. Yeah, I was wigging. I was like, okay, so I hummed like I just sculled water because I had a bottle in my bottle cage, sculled water, and I was like, okay, I forgot my Panadol. That's one thing I forgot to put in my tri suit, so I can't have Panadol. So I was just like on top of my water. Like I think I actually overdrunk because you know when you feel like a bit sick from the amount of water I've consumed. But
Yeah.
I was like, oh no, like what's going on? Like I've nailed my nutrition. Like all is going well. Why do I feel so loopy right now? But I got out of it. It was like 5 minutes and I come out the other side.
Holy
Um,
shit.
yeah, so then on the ride, that was all going well. We got to like, I think I was like 130K and I was like, far out. Like, I'm feeling really good. Like, this is a really cool ride. Like, it went really quick. I was so stoked because I could stay in aero. Like, my back was holding up well, which is good. Um, and then, yeah, we got into town, and it's like when you ride into town, you've got like 10K of traffic lights. And because we run out that way, we run along the Queen K as well. I could see the pros. So that was also another thing that was like distracting me is like I was looking at who was like winning the pro race or who was running. And I missed the start of the pro women. They must have already been down the energy lab. But I saw like Penny and Regan, who are two girls from like Australia. They're coached by RPG. And I was like calling out, I was like, yeah, Penny, yeah, Riggs. It was so fun. That gave me a bit of energy. But that was good to see them. And then yeah, came into town and I got informed fourth place was like 30 seconds in front of me. So I was must have been right on her ass. Um,
At the bike
at the bike. Yep. So I
transition.
transition. So I get off my bike. I start like running with my bike. And as soon as I started running, I thought about my back. I was like, how am I feeling? What's going on? And I had that much adrenaline, dude. I felt nothing but like positive vibes. So I was like, sweet. And I saw mum just at transition and that was like good to see her. And then
Wait,
anyway,
is that when is it you, like she was like Jazzy, Jazzy, Jazzy,
yeah,
Jazzy?
yeah. That was me running out. But I was running in, racked my bike. And that's another thing too. I was looking around and like there was like hardly any bikes there. And I was like, oh, sweet. Like I must have overtook a few chicks and I didn't know at this point. I must have overtook a few chicks or like I've held seventh. So I was like, perfect. Because again, I didn't know. Like where I was at regarding that side of things. Um, but I run into the transition tent, chuck my shoes on, grab my hat with like all my stuff was in my hat, like my nutrition, some Panadol and stuff, and then I just start running. Whereas like I think I was there for longer than I thought. Like I thought I really was quick in that transition, but I've got informed that the chick who was coming fourth, that was like just in front of me, she was like a minute quicker at transition. I was like, what was I doing? Like I actually don't know. But anyway, I got out and that's when I saw mum and she was like yelling at me. I started running. I saw dad just up the road as well. Then I got in a good flow. So the first 10K of the run, it's along like a Leahy Drive where there's people, like, so there's people around. It's like good vibes. You can get a bit carried away if you're not smart because you can like run a bit too quick at the start. But I
Yeah.
felt really good. Like I was like, why do I feel so good? Like I have had hardly any running prep this year or like an intense run off the bike kind of block with, training. But I was feeling really good. And this was like 5K in. So I was like, dude, you've got a whole like thing to go. But
Marathon.
yeah, but I was like just very calm. I felt so calm. I was very, very like in like focused. And I had my nutrition, I had my game plan, like everything was all good. I saw Liz on the Leahy Drive. She was there. She was like, how you going? You coming fourth? That's when she said, you're coming fourth. I was like, oh, sweet. And then she was like, how's your back? I'm like, yep, all good. Like I felt it, but I didn't even give attention to it. I was like, yep, I'm fine. Like I was just like, that whole entire marathon, I was using that much energy from my mind to just like trick me into thinking it was all okay.
Oh
So
my God.
yeah, so I was like, yep, all good. And she's like, you're doing well, keep on top of it. Like she was giving me a bit of pep talk and then she kind of stopped and I kept running. And then I saw James again. He was filming, he ran with me for a bit. He was such a gem. And along a Leahy Drive, it's like that's where everyone is. It's like the main kind of strip. And people, it was like people are so good, dude. Like everyone had hoses out, like asking if you want a bit of a hose as you ran past. I was like, yes, every hose. I was like, drench me. And there was
Oh my
aid
God.
stations like every 2.5K or like around that. So it's pretty good mentally to like just get to the next aid station. Then I would so my plan was to kind of like walk through, but I didn't do that. I only started walking through from like 28K, but the whole other time I would just like grab cups. Like I had my nutrition in my sports bra, like my gels. I would grab cups, ice down my front, ice down my back, and then ice in my hands, and I'd drink water and then pour water over me. It was like
A routine,
a
a
routine.
system.
Yeah, a system. I had a
You had
system.
a system in place and you're good to go.
Yep, I got my system and I do say like I nailed my system each aid station. It was so
Wow.
ideal. Yeah, I was just stoked with how everything was going there. Anyway, so the first 11K, you kind of with people, I go up the hill again where we had to ride up. So that was a bit of a punish. Like you just have to like get up the freaking hill. I saw Liz on the way back out again. She said, you're still in fourth. I was like, yep, sweet. And then I saw mum and dad at the corner as to when I was going to go up the hill. And I think they were kind of concerned because at Busso, I was so smiley, like, woo, but I was in the zone. I'm not wasting energy smiling, bro. Like, I'm smiling on the inside. Give him a thumbs up, keep going. Like,
Your mum was like giving me updates and just saw her. She looks extremely fart kills, really exhausted.
it wasn't even. I was
And I
feeling
said,
great.
oh shit. And then she was like worried because she was like, people are dropping and
People are
delusional.
dropping. Yeah, yeah. People are dropping.
And
That's
I
another
was like,
thing.
oh fuck. Like, oh my God, what's gonna happen here?
And after I ran past him, I was like, oh, I should have smiled because I saw the look on Dad's face. He saw like he looked like he saw a ghost, dude. He looked so concerned. I was like, bro, give me a smile and wave. Like, but
Bro,
I think they were just concerned.
your story before, you're like, how are you feeling, Dad? He's like, oh, a bit fucking nervous. Like,
Hey, apparently mum said he was pacing the entire day, like pacing up and like just walking up and down. So funny. But yeah,
oh,
saw them, gave me a thumbs up and kept, but I was just in the zone. Like, I don't know. I was like obviously happy, but I wasn't like look like I wasn't like running past them. It was very different course to Busso. Like it wasn't great to spectate because you don't see people that often at all. So you pass 11K and then you're out basically solo for the last like for the 30K. So you're on the highway and that was a punishment. Like it was just like an undulating like it was the same as the bike course, but I was feeling really good still. And then I got to the energy lab, which is the part where it's so hot. It's like a good 10K, I think. And it's so hot. There's no airflow and it's like down. It's like you get to energy lab, so it's like that's like 20K and then it's like down and it's just like intense. So I got there and I was like, okay, this is pretty hard. Like that was the point where I was like, okay, this is quite hard. Like just focus like each step. And this is where um, my I started to feel it before that, but I think I was still feeling like pretty good. My glute, like my sacrum, my what I've been dealing with the past, which I haven't talked about because I didn't want to even put it out there. But basically, guys, bit of a backstory around I haven't ran for the past 2 weeks. Like I ran for like 15 minutes before the Ironman, like the 2 weeks before. I missed my last long run because I had this bit of a pain or around my sacrum, which I have a very, very familiar like feeling of
Which is a
uh,
reoccurring injury.
recurring injury of my stress reaction. And I talked to Liz, booked into Brad right before I headed to Kona. And he just basically said, just don't run. Like, don't run until Busso Ironman. It is what it is. Like, there's nothing really you can do. Like, he was trying to rule out anything to do with fracture or stress fracture, but it was pretty hard because it wasn't as painful as my stress reaction, but it was definitely not right. Like it was like, okay, if I be silly here, like probably won't start the Ironman. So I just had to kind
If
of
you
like,
keep like training and
if I
like
keep
finish out
running,
your training block
yeah,
for that week, you could have like really fucked it. Did you end
100%.
up, because I called you, I think it was like the day before you flew to Kona, and I was like, oh my God, like, how is everything you packed? What's going on? And you're just like, yeah, we've got an issue. Like, it's
Yeah.
the back's like
I
good
can't
to
even
go again.
explain the feeling I felt those few days before I flew out as well. Like no one could gauge how I was so concerned because I had a gut feeling. And don't get me wrong, I'm not entirely sure if I've fractured my sacrum, but I have a very 99% confirmation I absolutely have
Right
like
now, after the
right now,
Ironman.
yeah. But before it, I just had a gut feeling. I was like, fuck, like yeah, it's not ideal. And I was just like, why? Like, are you actually taking the piss? But also like, whatever, it is what it is. I was so trying not to even tap into the emotions. Like, I think I cried once. And that was it. Like I didn't even want to give it any thought. I was
Yeah.
wigging, like even in Kona the days before, like I tried to go for 15 minutes. It was just like I was wigging. I was wigging hard, thinking, how am I going to get through a marathon, bro? Like after anyway. So I was like really in my head, highly concerned, but also like it is what it is. I was just really trusting that it'll all work out on the
Adrenaline
day.
will kick
Yeah,
in.
adrenaline will kick. I was really backing on adrenaline and Panadol. Um, but also I already like I haven't had the best run prep the whole year. So I was like, whatever. Like what's 2 weeks? What's me missing my last long run, honestly? Like at this point, it is what it is. Like it would be my mind that'll get me through this. Um, anyway, what was I saying?
So you just started feeling your glute
Oh,
when you're on the
yes.
descent or something.
Yeah, so I was still running out to the energy lab and I could feel like my body was hurting like because again like I haven't been running much so like I was hurting like my body but physically like my breathing my fitness I felt fine heart rate chilling like I was feeling good in that way but I was like okay my body's a bit sore but to be expected obviously so I just like obviously kept moving focusing on like one aid station at a time and then the more I ran it was just like this intense like it felt like my glute like my right glute was just like grabbing like really excessively and that didn't go away the whole next part of the run like that did not go away I felt like if I was to step 1 foot right I would like break
Oh my God. What do you mean? Like sidestep?
if I was to sidestep or like stop suddenly I just felt like I was gonna snap dude like
Oh my God. So what are you like over halfway here? Like 20 something
I'm over
K?
halfway. Yeah, I'm over halfway. That was what was also getting me through. I was like really really using a lot of mental strength to just
And
like
have you seen like third place, or you have no idea who she is?
seriously no idea. I had no idea what I was coming. At that point, all I was focusing on was getting to the finish line. So I was like,
Oh my
just keep
God.
moving, keep moving. And I was looking at my pace and I was just really trying not to let it drop.
Because it was
Like,
it was about this point where you overtook her.
yeah, yes, okay. So
Because
I don't know who, I still don't know who it
yeah.
is, eh? Yeah. So, yeah, it was just like this intense grabbing of my glute, but I could obviously still run. It was just like not the best feeling. It was like really intense. And I knew I was like, this is my safe and for sure because this is what happened, my stress reaction. It was like my glute was like in my mind, I was like, I think it's protecting it, the bone. Like it was like grabbing and like yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just choking shit on my ass here, but this is what I was thinking in my head. Anyway, get into the energy lab. It is hot. I'm like, okay, just literally keep moving. I see Chelsea, who was coming second. She's also from Australia. She's
Yeah.
a coach with RPG. I saw her, like, every bit of wave. It was good to see her. Saw a couple of other people who were
What
in
was
the
she
older age
doing?
categories.
What's the energy lab?
The energy lab was it's this part of the run where it's just like there's like no airflow and it's just like hot and it's long and it's just like tough. It's just a tough
So
part.
if you saw second, were you like,
Well, that's
ooh,
because she lapped. So I was
oh,
like
she
I
came
was
back
about
that
to
way.
turn, yeah.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah,
she was coming back and I was about to turn as
yeah,
well.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, but yeah, and also like the 30K mark of a marathon is kind of hard anyway. So that for that to be in the energy lab, it was just like intense. But I
Yeah.
saw her turn, I like gave her a bit of a smile and I just kept moving. And then when I turned at the end of the energy lab, that's when I was like, oh no, like I'm in a dark hole here.
Oh no.
I was seriously on serious like struggle street.
Oh my
And
God.
again, it wasn't like my fitness, like my heart rate was chilling. It was my body, man. I just felt broken, like
Oh my God.
broken. But
Oh
I was
my
like,
God.
dude, keep moving. Like you're on the home stretch. Like, come on, like
But your pace wasn't like slowing down like dramatically.
yeah. And that's what I was stoked about. I was like, just keep moving. And like when I'd
Yeah.
see like my pace slow down, I was like trying to hold like around the low
Yeah.
fives, and then when I go like to mid fives, I was like, bruh, move faster.
Oh my God. Because like there wasn't like any like dramatic like, oh no,
Yeah.
like what's happened? Do you know what
And
I mean?
yeah, that's good. And then it got to the middle of the energy lab, like on the halfway out. So it was around like that 28K mark or around the 28, 30K mark, where that was the first time I walked an aid station. So at the start of the aid station, I was cooked, absolutely cooked. I took Panadol, I had Panadol in my run belt, took Panadol, took a salt tab because I felt like so dehydrated. Even though I was like consuming that much liquid, got them to ice dunk me. I was like, yes, ice dunk, ice everywhere. And then I started drinking Coke. So they have Coke at the aid stations, like flat diet, like not Diet Coke, flat like Coke. And just
Flat.
yeah, because like bubbly is a bit rogue, but
Oh,
like it goes
that's
down really
crazy.
well. I'd never done that before either. And I
That's
started drinking
wild.
that because I was like, fuck gels. I don't want any more gels. So I started
Mm.
drinking Coke and then, yeah, heaps of water. And I walked that aid station and then I kept running. I was like, okay, walking is kind of worse because then I've got to start running again.
Yeah, you got to mentally like prepare yourself for it again.
Yeah. So then I started running again. And then surprisingly, I was in the hurt locker. It was actually so funny. I was seriously in the hurt locker, like really in the zone. I don't think you could have, well, you definitely could have told because Liz said you could tell, but I wasn't like delirious. I was just like hurting mentally. So I was
Yeah,
just like trying to just keep going. And then I
yeah.
see Liz in the energy lab, which I don't know how she got there because that's Kay's out of town. So I still don't know how she got there. She must have rode. And she's like, I see her up the road in the near distance. I'm like, bro, that's Liz. And I'm like, what the hell? It was so good to see her though, because that's when I really needed her. She's like, how you feeling? I'm like, I just like shake my head. I was about to get emotional. I was like, don't you dare even get emotional.
Oh my
I shake my
God.
head and I was like, I'm hurting. She's like, you're hurting? I'm like, I'm hurting. And I just like keep running. And so I was about to turn again and see her to go out of the energy lab. And then she's like, keep on nutrition, keep on hydration, get Coke. She's like, Jazz, you're coming third. I was like, really? And that gave me energy. I was like, really? And she's like, you're coming third. And she's like looking at me. And I was like, okay, I've got like 12K left. You're gonna have to move, like, just get it done, dude.
Oh
Like,
my God.
yes, I run out of the energy lab and then I'm kind of like mentally on the home stretch because I'm like kind of on the highway now back into town. And then I get to a point where I see Liz again. So she must have exited like because I had to go out the other way, whereas she could do a shortcut and be like a bit
Yeah.
up the highway. and I see her. And she's like, I think she said, how's your back? And I just like, I don't even think I engaged because I was like, I didn't want to talk about it. But then she was like, keep moving, like you're coming third. And then she was like filming me. And I was like, yep. And I put on a bit of a smile. I was like, you know what? I'm going to trick myself here. Like, I'm feeling good. Let's just say we're feeling good. And then I kept running and she's like, third in the world, baby. And I was like, and I kept running and I was like, true, good point. Like, and that was again, and
Now
I
that
was
you
like,
say that.
yeah, now that you've said that. That's
Oh my
quite
God.
true. So I was like, oh. So I kept running and I was like, okay, hold third. Like, this is pretty cool. And I entered a zone. I got myself out of that hole. I exited the hole around 32K
Oh my God. How
and I went in a
lucky.
zone and I was like, like my mind was like, okay, think about you when like 6 years ago. I was like thinking about all these things. I was like thinking about you when you were so pissed off with this whole entire year. Like, nothing compares to that. Like, this is nothing on that. Like, you're about to finish. Like, this is what you were. I was just really giving myself a pep talk. And I was
Wow.
like,
Motivational.
motivational pep talk. I was in my head and I was in the zone and I was focusing my form. I was using my arms to give me some fucking energy. And then I was thinking about John, who he's from Ogging Squad. He's such a legend. He did Buster Ironman. He had a bike crash. Now I can't really do triathlons. And I was like, he would die to
Mm.
be running right now. Like, I was just thinking about people.
Yeah.
I was like, just fucking like, this is a privilege, Dad. Like, this is reminding myself.
Yeah.
So I was like really just in my feels. And then anyway, that was a long like 8K or like 10K because I was thinking I was like saying get to 40K, you're done because the last 2K was in town and 2K is like 2K, it's a vibe.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like get to 40K. That was a long time, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it was quite
Wow.
long. Like it felt like an eternity. And then I got to the gym on the highway, which I know mentally like that's nearly at the turning point to go down the hill, then you're done. And I go down the hill and I'm like, holy shit. Like, I think I'm still in third. Well, I know I'm still in third because no one's ever taken me. And I didn't even want to look behind me because I was like, I don't even know who's behind me or what's going on. But in my head, I was like, I must be well ahead of third because Liz was like third in the world, baby, like 10K ago. So I was like, she's either trying to like hype me up or like pretty confident I'm going to get third. So I was like, surely I'm in third, right? Like, I was like in my head and I started to run down the hill. I started to like put on a bit of I was like, just start humming here because it was obviously downhill as well. I was in that much pain, but I was like, fuck it. And I see mum and I instantly start crying, bro.
Did you?
Instantly. Instantly, I see her and I was like, why is mum on the hill? Me thinking mum would be at the finish line. I was like, how's she getting to the finish line in like 10 minutes? And I saw her and she was like, she didn't even engage in, she was like, Jazzy, you're coming third. She's behind you by 20 seconds, by 1 minute. I was like, a minute. I look at her and I like stop crying. I'm like, a minute. And she's like, a minute. Like, she's running you down. Oh, I was like, oh my God. I start like sprinting, dude. Like,
Are you
I
serious?
thought I was gonna faint. I was sprinting,
Oh my God.
sprinting
Was
down this
she
hill.
actually a minute behind you?
Yeah, 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 yeah. I was
She
sprinting.
was like picking up her
She
pace
was a
as well.
really good runner, yeah, because she was well back, but she was an elite runner. Like, she got the best run split, I think, out of her age category. Like, she was on a mish. So I'm running down this hill and I'm like looking at my
But you
watch.
overtook her on the run initially.
I think I overtook another person in third, and that person I overtook was well back, and this chick was
Oh
coming up
no. Oh, so the girl that you overtook actually came for
fourth
fifth.
or fifth. Yeah.
Fifth. Oh yeah, no, I do remember seeing that because
Fifth, sorry.
I was looking back at like you know how on the tracker you like go back to see like their times
Yeah.
because they're not at like where you guys are at yet. And I was watching this chick just climb, like her pace was
That's
actually
her.
nuts.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God. And she was it happened the same thing with like first and second because Chelsea was like leading the
Chelsea
whole
was first.
entire
Yeah.
course. And then in the run, that what's her name? Elise, is it?
I think it was Elise.
Or something
I
like
actually
that.
don't
Anyway,
know.
she was like her pace was nuts as well. And yeah,
Yeah.
so I know what you mean actually. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, and then I'm running down this hill and I'm looking at my watch and I'm like running, I'm moving, and I'm like, fuck, I don't know if I can sustain this for 2K, man. Like, I'm already cooked. And I see Dad at the end, and Dad was like, run.
Are
He was
you
like,
serious?
run. You're just a minute back, run. Like, he was fully like, and I was like looking at him like, I don't know. I don't know if I can do this. And I was like, obviously you can do this. I was like, run, Jazz. Like, and I felt gassed. I'm overtaking a couple of
Were
chicks
you
in
like
front of me,
sprinting?
sprinting. I sprinting for the end of a marathon, like
Yeah, yeah,
sprinting.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like I look at my watch and I'm doing like sub 4Ks, like not for the Ks, but like for a moment there. And I was like, I don't know how I pulled that out of my ass because like I'm in pain. Anyway, I'm running down this hill. I'm running the corner and I'm like, how long is the finish line? I'm looking at my watch. I'm like, fuck, I've still got a K to go. And I'm like looking at the volunteers. They're like, strong finish. Cause like I'm humming and like keep running. Like, I'm like, oh, you don't understand. Like, I'm trying to get 30. And I'm like, how long? How long? And they're like, not half a mile, half a mile. And I'm like, how long is fucking half a mile? I'm like,
Literally.
dude, speak English. Like, what's half a mile? So I'm running and I see the finish line like a good like 500 meters away. I'm like, oh, surely she's not behind you. But I didn't even have the energy. I didn't want to look behind me. I was like, if I look behind me and she's there, I'm gonna be devastated because I can't go faster.
Oh shit.
So I'm running and then dad's there on at the thing and he's like, finish it off, Dal, finish it off. And I'm like looking at him like, am I good? Like, am I good? But I obviously was running, so I didn't hear what he said. And then I started like I was obviously starting to feel the feels. So I was like smiling the last like
Oh
500
my
meters.
God.
Yeah, I was smiling. If I wasn't in that much of a hurry to get the finish line, I would have been bawling, bro, like bawling. But I was just like really get to the finish line. And then yeah, obviously crossed, and I was just like, whoa, like I thought I was gonna faint as well, dude, because like in that last 2K, because I went cold. I had like shivers.
Far out.
I like full body shivers and it's obviously so hot. So I was like, I'm not sure what's going on, but it's not healthy.
Oh my
Um,
God.
yeah, but then I was, yeah, finished and I just felt so, yeah, I just started crying instantly. And then as soon as I stopped running, I finished, I walked down, put I like put my like head in my hands or whatever. I stood up and I was like, okay, there's my sacrum.
Really?
Yeah, I was like that glute intense cramp thing like went away like instantly, which is just super weird. But the sake like then I felt my like sacrum. I was like, oh. And then I was just like to the volunteer, I was like, I need water. I need water. And it's like, yeah, 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 we're coming in to water. And I was like, no, I need water right now. Like I was so cooked. Yeah, I
Oh my
felt
God.
polar opposite to Busso, bro. Like when I crossed Busso, I was so sweet, like too sweet. Whereas this one, I was like, okay, I definitely gave that my all.
Oh my God. But that's such a good feeling because that's like
So good. That's what I was going for. Yeah.
holy shit.
Yeah, dude. And isn't it crazy? Like me, I didn't really tell anyone my goal, but I had a feeling from the past couple months I was going to get third. I knew it.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
serious?
Yeah. And even when I got here and I saw that, because like it was a bit like there's obviously a lot of women around, like it's the women's world championship, but there's a lot of like women who look amazing. So that's why in the swim start, I was like, okay, even though you felt like you're gonna come third, if you don't come third, like who gives a fuck? Like really, like this is an amazing achievement in one, and for two, just run your own race and get a PB. Like I was just like, get a
Yeah.
PB, like
Yeah.
surely. Um, yeah, crazy.
That's wild. And so you also got a PB by 1 hour?
Yeah, an hour and 2 minutes
Whoa.
on a whole different course as well. Like, and it was also because I was like trying to figure out, there was a chick on the run next to me. I was like, do you know what happened with the pros? Like when I was feeling good and we're having a bit of a chat. And because I couldn't see when I was coming out of the run, I could see Laura and I knew she came third. But I was like, where the hell is like Lucy Charles Buckley? Like, because on the ride, I saw her, she was humdinging. When I was going up Harvey, she was out and she was just like, looked so strong. And there was two, and then there was a whole pack. It was really cool to see the pros. And then, yeah, like that was intense. It would have been intense to watch that race because a couple of them dropped out, like dropping like flies. It was
Actually?
wild. Yeah,
Oh my God.
crazy, dude. Yeah, wild.
Like the pros were full, just like
I don't know
couldn't.
what happened to them. Yeah, like I think from the heat, I mean, Lucy looked really serious, which is it's so sad if you see the videos. Like obviously she was just devastated.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I was like, that was also taking up a lot of energy, like not a lot of energy, but I was trying to distract myself with like looking who was coming what,
Yeah.
like on the run. Yeah.
Far out. That's wild.
Yeah. Crazy.
Holy shit. I cannot believe it's like you did
Uh,
it. Like, well, I
Oh,
can believe it obviously because it's you, but
yeah.
like it's here, it's like it's
Crazy. Yeah.
wild.
Absolutely crazy.
Far out. And like, what was your first initial like? Do you remember like your thoughts, feelings, emotions, like when you crossed the line? Like initially, like what the hell were you thinking?
I just felt like so much relief that like I got through the run with everything.
Yeah,
And then, but in saying that, like I felt really good up until that point of like 27K where I just felt quite shit.
yeah.
Um, but that last, yeah, the last whatever 15 or something K was pretty rough. But I felt like relief and then just like so proud. Like I just felt this intense wave of emotions of like, holy crap. Like Busso was amazing because obviously it's your first Ironman, but like that was next lev.
Holy shit. We were Kel and I were out for dinner and we were like tracking you. And then we were like we could see that whoever was coming first, second, and third. So I started tracking them as well so that you can see
That's
them
what
on the
the family did.
course.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is so good because like you wait until like, all right, like it was like the four of you kind of, and then like I think fifth, like there was a like a gap.
A gap. Yeah.
So I started like tracking all the other girls, and like you can just see you like slowly getting closer to like the girl, and then like and then maybe like one of the like splits like with I don't know how many Ks were in each like thing on the tracker. But like one, you like then you like got a bit of distance again, and then like you were just like slowly getting it, and we were like, Kel's like, oh no, she's gonna place. Like I was like, really? And then and then he's like, yeah, she'll
So good.
place.
Oh, what a gem.
Oh,
Yeah,
wild.
insane. And like overwhelmed with the messages I've got, like
Oh,
crazy.
how how good is it? It's giving like I don't know why, but I thought this morning when I'm reading your mum's updates. You know when Bethany Hamilton or Soul Surfer comes home from the hospital and it's like the whole village is like got the
The whole
surfboard down
village
on
is
the
back,
street, like
like
the
back in
whole
this. Yeah.
backing her. Like that's how it feels like because obviously we know all the same people from home, so it just feels like you see everyone's messages and it's just like
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh, insane, insane. I'm just doing a podcast ad. Insane. Like, yeah, I was so overwhelmed with the amount of messages. Like, and even with people on the course, like on the run, when I was on the way out of the highway, there was a chick coming in from the ride and she was like, "Go, Jazz!" And like I saw her at the swim star, like she was in my age category. I was like,
Yeah,
blessed. Like
so
just
nice
yeah, such legends. Like
and such a good
so
sport.
oh my
Like,
God, such a good sport. Like so nice.
yeah, because like, even that event I went to where you spoke in front of those people that were
Yeah.
the Ironman event, like the whole vibe and feeling of that this sport was just like so uplifting and encouraging. Like no one's
Yeah.
like I don't know, there's no like nasty toxic energy.
No, everyone's just like, even like on the run, like if I'd overtake someone, like I'd just be like, let's go, like we're on the home stretch. And they'd be like, yeah, go girl. Like it's just so
Yeah.
nice. Like it's so, yeah,
Oh
it's
my
good.
God.
Yeah.
So, do you think like this is like your sport? Like, obviously, you don't probably don't want to think about it, but will you like continue to do this?
Yeah, I reckon.
Wow.
Yeah, I love it. There was a
Wow.
point though, like when I went to that dark place in the marathon where I was like, what the fuck is this? And I was also like literally stuff running. Like running like I love running, running hates me, man. Like, but I'm gonna have
But
to like I'll probably go to the hospital today. Probably get an MRI.
holy shit.
I need
So,
crutches, man. I can't walk.
so you fully can't walk.
Nah, no, it's immense pain.
Oh my
Like
God.
really bad. But like it's like I'm all good. I'm all good. Like I'll survive. But I think what I'll do is heal this, whatever's going on, take a chill, and then yeah, make a bit of a game plan of like next year and stuff. I mean, I do have an idea of what I'll do next year, but I do love it. Like I definitely think this is for me. And I've never done a 70.3, but for some reason I just feel like the Ironman distance is suited for me. Um,
Like endurance.
yeah,
And
the
I
longer
feel like,
endurance.
yeah, and I feel like me speaking like never ran, never swam, never bike, but like I feel like that's almost because of like your mind as much as your
Yeah.
physical ability, though. Like your
Yeah.
determination with endurance is like a lot to do with who you are and like your like your mind. And
Yeah.
I don't know where, maybe it was like at the Kel and I were talking, and I was like, no, 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 like she'll be fine, like she'll hold third, like this is like her mind will like get her through. Like even if I knew like how fucked you could possibly ever be, like I knew that your determination would have still like
Yeah.
done
That was
some
what I was
crazy shit.
really channeling. Yeah. So good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my god, sis, I cannot believe it.
Oh, thanks, sis. Love you loads.
I love you too. I was getting like, oh, far out, like waves of emotion as well. Like when your mum would update me,
Oh,
or like I would like see it on that, I was just like, I can't, like this feeling's insane. So I cannot imagine how you would be feeling.
oh, insane. Yeah. Insane.
Wild,
Crazy.
wild stuff. So what's the plan now? How long are you in Kona for?
Here, for tonight and tomorrow night, and then we
Yeah.
fly back to Honolulu. But I think I'm gonna have to change my flight because I don't think I can travel solo
Really?
with my bike and stuff. Like I don't know if I'll be able to do it. So I might have to come home with mum and dad, which is then on like the Friday.
So that did they have a little holiday booked in Honolulu?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
But I'll just see how I put like obviously I've just done Ironman and I like obviously I'm gonna be sore, but like this is like not muscle sore, you know? Like
No, it's like
it's like not
it's
not
a full-on
ideal.
injury that you need to
Yeah.
address. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Or
So
maybe not even like worse than an injury.
I don't know what's going on, man, but it's not healthy.
Far out.
Yeah, but that's okay. I'll figure this out and then rest. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. And then
Mm.
save the that next year's plans for another update.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Anyway, how are you, dude? I've just talked for like the entire whole time.
Whatever I say after this will never compare to a fucking Ironman World
Doesn't matter.
Championship. um, but no, really good. We're just having a really chill weekend. It's raining. It's wet season here. Like I think October's the worst season for rain. So we're
Oh, is it like Bali? It's same wet season like Bali?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it must be. No, but here's it's opposite summers and winters, so I don't know.
Oh.
But is that same with Bali? No, I don't know.
Bali's
Um,
wet season's like now until December, I think, or January.
yeah, well, that's the same as here. So it's really rainy, and we're just like having a home weekend and like washing stuff and just doing all that life admin. But we wanted to go release baby turtles yesterday, so we rode like on our
What?
bike. I know there's this like sanctuary little beach an hour away from here, so we rode on the
Oh.
bike. And it started like pouring rain, like torrential rain. And we're like, stuff it. We're already like half an hour in. We'll just keep riding. So we're like absolutely drenched and get to the turtle place. And we're like, hey, here to release the baby turtles. And he's like, oh no, like no turtles tonight. So we
No.
turned around.
They're like
Yeah,
perfect.
we turned around and just went into town for dinner. And other than that, we've got Costa Rica. We leave on Thursday for 5 nights.
Wow, that's gonna be
And
amazing.
yeah, I'm so excited. We booked whitewater rafting, which like
Fun.
I know, but
Are you
I'm
nervous?
not, yeah, I'm nervous.
Is
I'm
it
really
giving
nervous.
rogue? Like,
It's well, I don't know. We booked with like the most reputable company we could, and I think like Costa Rica is like the Bali for Australia, but for Americans, it's like a very touristy. It's like Americanized, like crazy touristy place,
yeah.
apparently. So there's heaps and heaps of like tour companies and stuff. It's not like some rogue jungle bush tour, but Kel made me book the class 4 rapids. So
Oh, so
yeah,
you're going to
well,
get washed around.
apparently like falling out of the boat and shit. And I'm like,
Oh,
yeah, I would so much rather have like a wipeout in the salt water and just know that I'm gonna be like thrashed around the salt water, but like it's fine. It's just like sand or like whatever. Then like creaky, ledgy, rocky, like
yeah.
whirlpooly. Like I'm not
Not a
not really
fan.
about that. But anyway, we're overcoming the
The
that
fear. Yep.
the fear. So we've got that on the weekend, and then I'm gonna like try and convince him to book like a nice couples massage after a bit of
Oh,
balance.
oh, yeah, nice. You need to go zen after the
Yeah.
chaos.
Oh, 100%. Need to get that nervous system
Yeah,
back
nervous
down.
system regulated.
Yeah. Um, and
Oh,
then other than that, we've got 9 weeks left in the country.
that's crazy.
I know. It's wild.
That is crazy. I listened to your and Kel's podcast the other day. And it was
Yeah.
so good. Like, oh my God. Yeah, amazing.
Oh, he did so well. I was actually
He spoke
so,
very well.
oh my God, I wasn't expecting because when I like asked him, can you come on the podcast or can you do an episode with me? He was a bit like, oh, I kind of just like assumed that it would be okay. Like he would be like, yeah, it's fine, whatever. And then he was like, no, I don't know if I want to like I think he was a little
Talk.
bit nervous. Yeah.
Yeah,
And so
fair.
I wasn't expecting, and then I thought back to like the first time you and I spoke on like
Yeah.
we went into the studio and recorded, and I was shitting
Reeking.
myself.
Yeah.
Like you could hear it in my voice was like trembling, and I just like let you talk, and then I would like forget where I was going with what I was like. I was so nervous, so I fully understand what he meant when I
Especially
in
when it's like
hindsight.
talking about things that are a bit like, oh, this is vulnerable.
Yeah, and as like a man, I don't know. I was just like so proud of him opening up and the way, yeah, it was. He did really, really well. So I was
So
stoked with it.
good. Yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. Should we wrap
Well,
it?
sis, yeah, I reckon. If do you have anything else to add for your from your experience?
Um, I think just maybe go push yourself, you know? You can do anything you put your mind to. Or have I just lost you? Oh no, you're there.
100%. Yeah, I'm here. 100%.
Yeah.
And
Like
like if
far
for
out.
anyone who's followed Jazz's journey, like you should like go follow her Instagram. I looked at your pinned reels the other day and they're insanely motivational and just like so sick. Like the way
Oh.
you've edited those reels that are pinned on your account, they're just like,
Oh, really? I don't even know
honestly,
what's
yeah,
pinned.
go have a look because it'll make you like so proud of yourself. I was like,
Oh,
fuck.
thanks,
You know, when
sis.
you create things and you just like, and then you look back on it and you're like, oh my God, that's actually sick. And look what I've done with my life. That's pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That's what I was feeling for you. And so if anyone is like thinking like, oh, I could never do that, Jazz,
You literally can. Yeah,
you didn't
nah.
never rode a bike,
No,
barely
no,
ever
no.
ran, did a little bit
No.
of swimming as like a little grom. And now look at you, you're at the World Championships of Kona. Like it is something that like anyone, not anyone, but like if you put your mind to it and work really hard
Yeah.
towards it,
Yeah,
you can
absolutely.
achieve it.
Yeah. Oh, say less, sis.
Wow, I'm so proud of you and wow, just
Thank you.
insane.
Love you lots.
Love
Appreciate
you
you.
too. I can't wait to see you in nine
Yeah, I know.
weeks.
Wow. That'll
Wow,
fly.
wow, wow. Yeah. All right.
All right. Should we wrap?
Yeah. Bye,
Okay, good,
guys.
because my computer's gonna die. Bye, I love you.
Bye. Love you.